Everyone sees Sydney Sweeney on the red carpet, the covers, the campaigns, the roles, and they think, she got lucky. She's beautiful, she's famous, it must have just happened for her. But here's what nobody talks about. Sydney Sweeney was rejected hundreds of times. She grew up in a small town in Washington with no connections, no money, no industry contacts. Her family lost everything, and she still made it. Not because she got lucky, but because she built a mindset most people never develop. Today we're breaking down exactly what that mindset looks like. Welcome to Glownomy, the space where we glow from the inside out. If you're new here, this channel is for women who are done with average and ready to build a life that actually feels like them. Let's get into it. We live in a world that loves an overnight success story. We see the result, the fame, the Miu Miu campaigns, the Emmy nominations, and we skip straight over the decade of grinding that made it possible. And when we do that, we rob ourselves of the most important lesson. The women who make it aren't more talented or more lucky than you. They're more committed. Sydney Sweeney decided that early, quietly, and fiercely. And today her mindset is going to become yours. 1. She decided before she had proof. Sydney Sweeney knew she wanted to act at 10 years old. And instead of just dreaming about it, she made a 5-year business plan and presented it to her parents as a PowerPoint. At 10 years old, not when she got her first role, not when she got her first callback, before any of that. That level of conviction before evidence is what separates the women who make it from the women who almost did. Stop waiting for permission. Decide first. 2. She treated rejection as data, not defeat. Sydney auditioned for years before anything stuck. Small roles on Criminal Minds, Grey's Anatomy, 90210, building quietly while nobody was watching. And she kept going, because she understood that rejection in a competitive field is not about your worth. It's about timing, fit, and persistence. Every no refined her craft. Every rejection made her sharper. Rejection is not the universe telling you to stop. It's telling you to get better. Sydney chose to get better every single time. 3. She protected her vision, even when the world tried to shrink it. Hollywood told Sydney what she should be. She refused. Instead of shrinking, she expanded. She founded her own production company, 50/50 Films, in 2020, so she could tell the story she wanted on her own terms. She stopped waiting for the industry to give her permission and gave herself permission instead. And on top of that, she studied entertainment law at business school, because she wanted to understand every side of the industry that was trying to define her. What's your version of 50/50 Films? 4. She stayed disciplined when nobody was watching. Before Euphoria, before the covers, before anyone knew her name, Sydney was working, taking classes, reading scripts, building her craft year after year in small roles that most people would have given up on. Not for followers, not for cameras, just because she was committed to becoming excellent. She even graduated as valedictorian of her high school class, while actively pursuing her acting career at the same time. The glow-up is not the moment people see you. The glow-up is the years you spent becoming someone worth seeing. 5. She built her life on her own terms. Sydney Sweeney's family lost their home. Her parents divorced. She carried that weight for years, and instead of letting it break her, she used it as fuel. She has said she could never truly fail because her family had already lost everything. And they survived. That perspective gave her a freedom most people never find. She also refused to let her career consume her entire identity. She has spoken openly about wanting a full life beyond Hollywood, because ambition without self-knowledge is just busyness. Real success is building a life that includes everything you actually want. That's your Glownomy Glow Up for today. The Sydney Sweeney mindset isn't reserved for actresses. It's available to every woman who decides she's done waiting. Decide before you have proof. Treat rejection as data. Protect your vision. Do the invisible work. And build a life that is entirely, unapologetically yours. Subscribe to Glownomy, because every week we're dropping new videos on mindset, health, and becoming the most magnetic version of yourself. See you in the next one.